Well, if you thought the U.S. was the world power, you would be mistaken. Russia has taken over the spot of world military, world policeman, world power. Russia is in Syria, like we've been reporting, like I reported, last week. This news article is from outofjpost.com, Jerusalem Post. Russia demands that American planes stay out of Syrian skies. So you've had all the Western powers in Syria doing airstrikes on ISIS. Russia moved in there, and now they're basically telling the U.S. military to stand down. Now, it's going to be very fascinating to see what Obama and the U.S. does. If they stand down, they are basically saying, Russia, you are now the new world power, and you can tell us what to do. Russia is telling the U.S. what to do, and we will see what happens here. U.S. official tells Fox News that American planes will not comply with the demand, apparently. Okay, we'll see if that happens. Russia has demanded that American warplanes exit Syrian airspace immediately. This is huge. On Wednesday, they said the official said that Russian diplomats sent an official message to the U.S. ordering American planes out of Syria, adding that Russian fighter jets were now flying over Syrian territory. U.S. military sources told news outlets that U.S. planes would not comply with the Russian demand. There is nothing to indicate that we are changing operations over Syria. The Russian parliament on Wednesday unanimously granted Putin the right to deploy the country's military in Syria, a move a top Kremlin aide said related only to the Air Force. Russia has been building up its military presence in Syria, where it supports the government forces of Bashar al-Assad in a conflict that pits him against Islamic State and Western-backed rebels. So, like I say, this is absolutely huge. I think it's only temporary that the U.S. is not going to comply with this demand. I think the U.S. is going to capitulate. They're going to cave to Russian demands. Russia is far more willing to use weapons against the U.S., and U.S. doesn't want to, Obama doesn't want to start World War III. So he's going to go along with it, and he's going to stop the American fighters. I'm betting, I bet $1 on it. And Russia is the new superpower. They are exerting military force. They are pushing the U.S. out of the way, and the U.S. has no more dominance. They have no more dominance economically. They have no more dominance militarily. They have no money to pay for anything, and they're not doing anything in Syria anyways. It's probably better for the Syrian people that Russia is in there fighting. Western powers weren't doing a whole lot to fight ISIS. They were flying some sorties, but now Russia has tanks and troops on the ground and attack helicopters to take care of it. So certainly Russia will be doing a better job of wiping out ISIS. But in the meantime, they're also supporting Bashar al-Assad, who is ultimately Israel's enemy. And so you have Russia with now full military, ground, air, and sea military support in Syria or around Syria in the Mediterranean Sea with the nuclear submarines. And they are not friends of Israel necessarily, only diplomatically maybe. And now Israel has even a larger task and if there's any mistakes done by Israel in Syria, for example, Russia could see it as Israel attacking Russia, and that would start World War III. So this is big news. The U.S. is not a world military power anymore. They're going to cave. I'm betting that they're going to cave to this, and so we'll see over the next few days what happens.